Hello, my name is Will Bro, and this is your UI7 update. Starting off with some national news, a number of prominent parents and 2 celebrity TV stars are being accused of paying off bribes to get their kids into the top schools of the country. TV stars Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, who played the wife of John Stamos on Full House, are among the hundreds of cases of parents, coaches, and college executives who are being charged with these crimes. This case is being named as one of the largest college admission scandals in history. Loughlin's charges includes a $500,000 bribe to have their 2 daughters recruited to the USC crew team, even though they were never actually on the team. After the airplane crash in Ethiopia that led to the death of many passengers as well as a U.S. citizen, President Trump sent out numerous tweets regarding his opinion on air. This tragedy is the second time in 6 months that a Boeing 737 MAX 8 plane has crashed shortly after takeoff, which has led to the grounding of all these model planes. In reference to the crash, in his tweet, Trump made comments like, "Airplanes are becoming far too complex to fly." Trump voiced concerns that the crashes may have been caused by new automated safety features in the aircraft. He also shows discontent of advances in aviation by stating in his tweets, "I don't want Albert Einstein to be my pilot." Switching over to a local story, U of I engineering students created a state-of-the-art device that allows us to better communicate with our canine friends. This was a full team effort that included a mechanics specialist, a coding and machine learning specialist, as well as a hardware lead. The way that the device works is that it sends electrical signals of certain frequencies from a dog's brain to a vest. Then those signals will be matched with a code that would call for a certain response, like "I want a treat." U of I senior and hardware lead of this project, Matthew Venetia, says that the inspiration of this project came from the movie Up, and they did their tests on a dog named Alma.
We put this all on like this vest thing, and so it looks kind of goofy. Alma has this like giant like red vest all over her torso, and like there's a bunch of like wires sticking out of it, and duct tape and Velcro. You know, like typical like prototyping engineering things. You know.
Matthew also clarified that the electrical currents of this vest never reach Alma, so that it is impossible for any dog to get hurt or electrocuted while wearing the vest. Shout out to that entire team for such an amazing accomplishment and a big technological advancement. Down in the southeast in Miami, the kidnapping of a child was stopped due to some security camera footage, as well as the heroic actions of a man on the scene. WSVN reporter Walter Morris has more on the story.
7 News cameras rolling after an accused kidnapper is caught and cuffed. Cops say she's the one who tried to snatch a 6-year-old in Miami last Monday.
We're glad to say that she is in custody and she has been arrested and charged.
But the kidnapper stopped in her tracks thanks to gallery owner turned hero Oliver Sanchez, seen here in the surveillance video springing into action.
I could not live with myself if things had gone differently, so there was no hesitation.
Sanchez says it all started at his gallery Swamp Space on North Miami Avenue last Monday afternoon. He says the 6-year-old usually comes in and hangs out after school, but this woman made an appearance that gave both him and the boy the scare of their lives.
I found myself, I turned around and there was a person right in my face, somewhat disheveled, somewhat frantic, saying that the boy did not belong here, that the boy was family, her family, and she quickly grabbed him by the arm and proceeded to leave.
In the video, you can see the woman dragging the child by the arm up the street. Luckily, Sanchez isn't far behind, confronting the woman by the yellow car, breaking her grip and getting the boy to safety.
She was going on about calling the cops and this and that, and I said, well, you know, I already did.
He did the right thing. He got the kid safe.
And thanks to a tip, cops were able to track her down exactly 1 week later. 50-year-old Catherine Hatcher arrested Monday and facing charges for kidnapping. How are you feeling?
I'm very grateful I did my job. Everyone's done their job, and hopefully she can get the help she needs.
And now a look at our local weather. So today we've had a pretty sunny day with some very high winds. We had a high of 66 and we'll eventually get to a low of 37. On Friday we'll have a little bit more cloud coverage. We'll have a chance of some slight flurries and snow. We'll have a high of 40 degrees and as well as a low of 26. It'll be a little chillier. On Saturday it'll also be a little bit colder. We'll have a lot more sun though with just a tiny bit of cloud coverage with a high of 41 and a low of 27. For more of our stories, check out our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter at UI7 News. That is all I have for today, so tune in at 5 for our full newscast with sports and weather. Have a good afternoon, Illini, and have a fantastic spring break.